Hello again, me. Yeah. This is part 3 of the AH-1Z build, Academy 135th, and it's going rather well. The skids are on, everything's dry, I've done the seam lines of what I can do, and it's just a very quick tidy up of the, thanks Molly, sink marks on the skids. But what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to carry on with the build. I've got the ear intakes, the engine covers, and then basically starting on the engines and the engine cover. Nothing's open on this one. There's no engine, there's no nothing, so it's just going to be raring to go, and then we can start on the rest of the fuselage and the tail unit. So yeah, so far so good. Anyway, turn the camera around and take a look. Right, first of the ear intakes. When you attach it, you've got a large and a small sort of like gap there, little hole, and obviously you've got the small and the big. Let's get it right. That go onto there, and literally you just pop it on, and that's it. It's a nice sort of like fit. So all I'm going to do is just gently run down some glue. Into that, and just hold that. Oh, skid's getting in the way. And that's literally again on that side. And that's it. Just give it a little bit of a helping hand on that one. And on this side, what I'll do is just give that, like I should have done on the other one, just give it a bit of a helping hand. And same again. Just let the glue flow around the old part, and you won't have any problems. That's it. So all you're going to do is just push that together. Some of the glue seeps out. It's not an issue because I'm just going to show you something which I've been using for quite a while now, but I've never mentioned it. Fiberglass pens, or pencils, or whatever you want to call it. These are mega. If you haven't got one, I highly urge you to go and get one. One for a better word, if you're gluing something from the outside, and let's say for instance you're using Tamiya extra thin, one thing I have found is it takes the top part of the glue off, obviously once it's dry, and if you keep buffing it, it actually comes away cleanly. Now all along here is where the attachment point for the underneath part that's hold the skids on, and I just literally, you just run it across and you see the sort of the what do you call it, the shiny parts are where the glue is, and you just buff it down and it's gone, so you don't have any glue marks. So if you haven't got one of these, I highly recommend it, because what I have done in my exuberance when I was putting the two halves together is there's glue all over the place there. So literally I can just go along and it takes it off. If you've done what I've done here and put a glue mark on it and sort of like you've had your finger on it, first thing you do is swear, second thing you blaspheme, and the third thing is you either reach for one of these or for a sanding stick. Not a coarse one, just a light one, and just buff over it first. And just go over it, and it also takes the scratches out as well, which is really cool. And if you have to, or if you need to, then go over with it with the sponge, you know, the green and yellow, green and white one. Buff it out and then shiny it up. And now that's gone. So all I need to do now is to wait for the glue to dry around these areas. Come along with that. Bob's your uncle, and Susan's, Fanny's, whatever your aunt. So yeah, cool beans. Right, just to do the engine covers. So basically you've got C66 and B3, and it's literally just putting in the, what you want to call it, the trunking maybe, or whatever it is, and it's pretty self-explanatory. You just pop it in, follow the curvatures, and just pop it in. And there you go. Simple as. That's it. Just wanted to make sure that is properly in. And it is. So what's that one? That's it. Bish bash bosh. And there you go. And then what we'll do is, once these are dry, or the more secure, and it is a case of just gluing them on as per the instructions on there. So this is the first one we did, and you just literally, I've not even tested this yet. Pretty sure it will fit. Just want to put any unnecessary pressure on them skids. Right, let's just have a look. Right. Right, don't be put off because these are prominent. They're not hanging out because it's a bad fit. It's because they're supposed to, because of the hinges. So what you've got there is what you need. So the thing is, I'm doing it on camera. I've not long finished work, so I'm a bit tired. So mind you, we've got us. Right, I bet you, if I do this one, So with a tiny bit of pressure, that's going on nice and sweet, no problem. This one, however, I know the reason why is because there's about 1/2 mil. This part here, which we glued on, which is the air intake for the engine, isn't far enough back, and that is completely my own doing. So what I'll have to do is see if I can re-glue it, loosen the glue and just push it back, because the glue is set now, and try and do it that way. If not, I can just get a scalpel blade and just shim that part off so they will actually come together. The other one is perfect. That one, that's my own doing. So Lenny, you're an idiot. Yeah, tell me something I don't know. Right, let me crack on with that and we'll get it sorted. Right, I've moved on. Everything is on, as in engine wise, or engine cover wise, and done all the cleanup I need to on that one, and also did the cleanup on the pegs here for the skids. So that is all done. So I can put that to one side, and now we're really going to concentrate on getting the engine cowling all together, and obviously the rotor blade system, or the rear rotor blade, and the actual tail boom, and get that all sorted out. I've taken pretty much everything I need to get off to really get the ball rolling. But I don't know if you knew, but the better part of the tail boom is one piece. It's a slip moulding, and it just basically it will go on the rear there. So you can see even now it's quite a sizable kit. Anyway, more on that later. So what I'll do first is just get these engine cowls together and sorted and glued. And yeah, just gonna put them together. Right, I just wanted to get that back part done first. So I'll literally just prise that slightly apart there. And get right to the very end, make sure it's all glued right to the very end. You can hear that snoring, that's Molly. She is seriously catching Z's. Yes, Molly. So we're going on that side. Right, and that's secure. And that should be really quite easy enough just to get away, or sand off the seam line. Basically right the way over. Shouldn't be an issue at all. One thing I was going to show you as well, I'm not too sure on if it does actually ask you to put the actual outlets for the engine in first and then glue, or just pop them in. The reason why I say that is because if we get one, and there you go, it just slots in. So really, you can put this together, attach it to the actual main kit, and keep these out, so you're not buggering about painting that and then masking it, or painting that, masking it, and then painting that. It's really well done. So you literally one in there, the other in there, Bob's your uncle. So let me just take those out just in case they stick, and that's it. That's all we need to do. So all I'm going to do is just have a go test fitting it on that first, and see where we are from there. Right, I've got a very slight lip where these two met, as in the engine covers, and I just want to see if it is what I think it is. Basically, I've put the engine cowling on, and it is a gorgeous fit, it really is, but it's not 100%, it's 99.9, and I think it's because I just, right, hang on a sec, right. Also, I'm just saying those, it's the same I forgot actually. There you go. Now, hopefully, that should fit even better. Because literally, all you do is pop it on. And it's like that. And that's a really nice fit. Really nice. So all I'm going to do now is just glue that on. We'll go from there. Right, well that's the engine cowling on. Looks really secure. Happy with that. So yeah. Ding dang do. Right, next thing is really going to be putting the tail section together. I've done some dry fitting, and for me it looks rather nice. So what I'm going to be doing is really just putting this together onto the main boom. You've got the skid or the thing that hangs around the bottom to stop the tail rotor from hitting the floor, to go on, and a few sensors that go around on the actual tail section as well, which are these ones here. And you've got, I think you've probably got a navigation light there as well that goes onto the rear. This, I'll take it's the gearbox or whatever it is, the rotor hub for the tail boom or the tail rotor. I'll be doing that separate, because I'll be doing the tail itself with a NATO black, but I'll also do the thing here metal, as in I'll paint it black and use a buffable paint, probably dark iron on that one. On the tail piece there itself, you've got all these little sticky out bits which really shouldn't ping off at any given choice, and then you've got like a firewall there which attaches to where, well, at the front of the tail boom, and you can attach it to the actual main kit itself. So that's what I'm going to be doing, so leave me with it. If I get any issues, I'll let you know. Right, I am sorted. Right, I'm going to get this boom on this tail. Right, everything's on, the skids, all the sensors, the side sensors and all that kind of business, and the actual full, like, I don't know, you call it a firewall or whatever. You've got a sort of like wedge there that goes basically into that part there, and it does just, if you just feel for it as you pop it in, it's a bit, yeah, anyway, pop it in and you can feel that sort of like notch just there, and just literally, I'm just gonna get it straight, yeah, get it straight Lenny, and pop it in, and it's there. Okay, really nice fit. So what I'll do, just to give me a bit of an head start, this is white top glue, the thicker stuff, but I use the smaller brush. And literally I'm just going to pop in that glue there and just give us a little bit of a head start on there. So while I pop that in, I can go around it with the normal extra thin. So, and that's it. That's on. Can't see any gaps there. There's nothing on the bottom. And there is nothing on that side either. When you're putting it all together on this part here, and I know it sounds stupid, but I think we've all done it. When you're putting this on, make sure that where the sprue parts were, or where they were attached to the sprue, making sure that the tabs are completely gone. Now again, I had, I don't know, 1/4 of a millionth of a millimetre of plastic on the bottom side, and when I test fitted this, it wasn't exact, well, nothing like this anyway. And I actually just took it apart, had a look, and there it was. Sanded it off and just lightly sanded around everything else just to make sure that it was flush. So to that end, what I'm going to do now is just to whip round with the old Tamiya, extra thin, and just loading it up. Oh shit, here we go. So it was only a matter of time when it was going to react with the white top glue, and it'll go. But yeah, that is perfect. Okay, so I'll stop it there so you're not watching me holding this for 5 minutes. So go make a cup of tea and I'll be back in a minute. Right, it's on and it is secure. So all I need to do is do a bit of a tidy up around where the seam is, which won't really take that long. And one thing I did neglect to cover or to sort out was a seam line on that side there and on this side there. I've put on some of that white top glue. I'm going to leave it overnight so it's properly hard, and it should sort that little problem out. Now, next thing it says to go on to do on the kit is basically the the canopy, as in masking it up and all the rest of it. I'm going to leave that part and go to make the cannon. Was it a 30mm cannon? I'm going to start doing that, and then I'm going to basically start on the armament. Then hopefully, yeah, we'll get somewhere and it's going to be near to actually put in primer. But I can't put it in primer until the figures arrive and I paint them and put them in and put the canopy on. So yeah, maybe a few days yet. However, this build, as you see it now, is exceptional. I really cannot, how can I put it, I can't give you enough praise about this kit because it is an amazing kit. It looks stunning even at this state. It really does. 1/35 scale helicopters, it's the last thing you really put on your mind when you come down to scale modelling, but bloody hell, it is an awesome kit. It really is, and I cannot recommend this enough. Okay, awesome. Right, let's see what we've got on this video, and we'll go from there. Right, I think that's a nice spot to actually end this video with it is as it is. And yeah, so the next video we'll be going on to, like I said, the rotary cannon and the armament, go on from there. So really what I'm going to do, I'm just going to be cracking on. I'm just going to take stuff off the sprue, get it cleaned up. I'm not really going to glue anything up to now because I won't do any more filming tonight because I'm tired and it's way past Molly's bedtime. So yeah, I'm just going to crack on with it, and on the next video we'll go from there, and we'll just plough through it and we'll get things sorted out, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we get some primer and get some proper paint on it rather soon. So yeah, loving it, really am loving it. Okay, right, I'll leave it there. So good luck with your builds. Hope your builds are going well. And take care of yourselves. And I shall see you on the next video. Until then, take care. Bye.